Josiah, you're 11, and Isaiah, you're 9. Which one of you is a better golfer?
Me for sure.
I have never golfed.
There wasn't a lot of golf in my career. I am very good at watching YouTube. That's how I taught the boys.
What are your golf goals for your kids?
None.
As you've probably guessed, the Joseph family does junior golf a bit differently. But how can you raise two awesome kids in Josiah and Isaiah who are consistently the best golfers in their age groups and not have any long-term goals for them?
The one thing that we both agree on is that we don't set goals for the kids. I think they should set their own goals. When we do a tournament, we're not trying to score under par, we're not trying to do X, or we're not trying to do Y. The only thing that we're trying to do is go out there, you play your best. That's number one. You have a great attitude, number two. If you win, that's just icing on the cake for them. We're competing against the course, we're never competing against people. To have a goal for a child would be great, but what I don't want to do is set ourselves up for disappointment should they not reach that goal or they don't want to do what we thought their goal could be. Is your goal for them to go pro? No, it's not. It's if they want to go pro, that would be great, but if not, that's fine as well.
With the stunning 5 under par, Josiah Joseph.
While both Josiah and Isaiah have won dozens of huge tournaments across the country, it's their awesome play on the Junior Tour powered by Under Armour that sets them apart from the rest. I mean, they have many Under Armour medals, which is why they are currently one of the few duos of brothers that have each earned the right to be called Under Armour All-Americans.
We got in first place for the 6 to 8 division with a score of 33, Isaiah Joseph.
At last year's Winter Nationals, you and your younger brother both finished top 8 and made the All-American team. What are some of your favorite championship memories?
My eagle and 8 birdies to stay an All-American at the Under Armour Nationals.
Isaiah?
On a par 4 from 30 yards away when I dunked it in for eagle.
Josiah, when he was, I believe, like 1.5 or 2, he was given a plastic set of golf clubs. He just loved it. He always had a club in his hand. He just wanted to swing his club. So he started from a very young age.
Her parents still have a picture of him and he's in his jammies. He's got a full backswing and it's perfectly parallel to the ground. He's 2 years old. The arm is straight back and I mean everything about it just looks perfect.
And they show it to everyone.
They show it to everybody.
What about Isaiah?
He just followed in his brother's footsteps.
Whatever big one does, little one does.
Yes.
It's all it is.
Yes.
He does that, I want to do it.
Do you teach him or does he teach you?
I teach him sometimes how to like where to put it and the correct way to swing it sometimes.
So at what point did you guys say, you know what, they kind of have something here, they've got a little talent?
You know, that's hard to say. Thinking that your child has talent and then actually knowing it and seeing it, you think your child's great at everything. I mean, let's be honest, we're all biased towards our kids. Like, you look at your child and you're like, they're going pro, you know, when they're 3. And to be honest, I think that bias clouds a lot of like judgments that parents make, unfortunately. And you know, I think sometimes, you know, parents, we're trying to push our kids too hard or too far into something that they might not love as much as we think they should or actually do or we do. You know, that was something that I had to learn was don't push so hard, because when you see the kids being pushed so hard, they're not gonna love it. How did we know that like they had a talent? Well, I guess they do. Like, maybe they do. Like, I don't know how you can judge if someone is talented. Yeah, they can strike a ball, they can win tournaments, but I don't know if that's what golf is all about. You know, I think golf is a lot about discipline and, you know, creating, you know, a great lifestyle for yourself and learning how to respond to life. I think that's a big part of golf is when you hit a bad shot, you've literally got to figure out how to respond to it and react to it. And I think that's just a huge part of life and learning experiences as you're growing. So to figure out like when do you know when they're talented, I don't know. Like I think that's just a bias. Like, I think they're talented in everything that they do, but they're my kids, so.
I'd agree with you in regards to the talent. I think it's more of what do they love to do. When it comes to the tournaments, they love that. They love coming to the tournaments. They love seeing their friends that they get to see, whether we travel to different, like Winter Nationals with Under Armour or Summer Nationals or Worlds, and they get to see a certain group of friends, or whether it's at their local tournaments. It's golf that really has gotten them excited.
Our Burley's 9 champion, he had a 2-day total of 7 under par, 137 from Inglewood, Florida, Josiah Joseph.
I just love it because I like to play and it was my passion.
Months ago, Josiah said to me, Mom, I want to wake up really early before school and I want to go to the driving range. I said to him, listen, buddy, that's fine with me. I will bring you, but it's your responsibility for you to get yourself up and you to make sure that we go. If you want to do it, I'm not going to wake you up. And dark out, and he's like, come on, Mom, let's go. Dressed, ready to go to be at the driving range as the sun's coming up.
Were you kind of hoping that he wasn't going to wake you up so early?
Yeah, Mom doesn't like to get up too early, let's be honest. Dad's the one that gets up way early.
One more cup of coffee.
So you're a daddy, coach, and caddy?
That's right.
And
I'm just a caddy.
you're the...
I say that I'm just there to hydrate and nourish the kids with and encourage them.
She brings the snacks. It ends up being her doing Isaiah. I actually caddy Josiah. We've tried switching it up here and there. As you know, golf is a lot about personality. And Isaiah loves a mom personality. Josiah does better with dad's personality, I think.
Have you ever had a time where you got mad at your dad for calling out the wrong club or anything?
Yes, many times, and I switched to Mom.
And your caddy is Mom?
Yes. I don't switch to my dad. Normally, I just keep my mom.
They say opposites attract. So I would say Isaiah is more of Jeremiah's personality, and Josiah tends to have more of my personality. Opposites works for them, and I think because I've caddied Isaiah since he first started, he's just used to it.
We have a lefty, Josiah, and Isaiah is now righty, and so there is no handing down clubs.
Nothing.
It is all new.
Is it kind of putting a little strain on the bank account with two?
We pretty much would do anything for them, so it's new clubs every 6 months, as all parents know, but left and right.
Maybe we still have a shot of turning Isaiah
into a lefty.
Well, but that's good because then they can mirror each other.
They actually do that when they're on the driving range. They just put each other up next to each other, and they're both just mirroring each other.
But their swings are so different.
Swings are completely different.
If no kids are alike, their swings aren't alike.
Are you guys competitive with each other at all?
No.
Not at all. You think that the different sports helps their golf game, makes them a little more well-rounded?
I do.
I do, yeah. You know, jiu-jitsu is good for them, basketball. A lot of agility there. A lot of balance work, and so like when you combine agility and balance work, you know, it's obviously better for the swing.
And then it allows them to really make a choice what sport they want to do.
Isaiah Joseph.
So you guys are getting ready for the tour powered by Under Armour Golf Worlds. How are you preparing for that big tournament?
I've been playing every day, putting, doing all my drills every day. I'm ready.
I've been practicing every day and doing all my drills also.
What is it about the golf tour by Under Armour that is so special that you say, you know, they just love to come out to?
It's easy. Ray has been phenomenal to the players, the caddies, the parents. Every time that we travel, we go to a hotel. There's never an issue with the hotels. There's never an issue anywhere. He's put on a top-notch program. The amount that he supports the kids is unparalleled. There's no other program, and we're in at least 4 to 5 other programs that are not even comparing to what Under Armour has been doing for the kids.
He watched his older brother win everything. And now he's getting his turn to get in the spotlight, Mr. Isaiah Joseph.
It's been awesome. It's been really, really good, and you can just tell he's dialed into it. He loves the game, and he has been putting forth like so much effort. He went from just a couple kids to overnight hundreds and hundreds of kids in the program. So it's cool to see him growing the game the way he is.
I agree 100%. I love that the way that he's grown the game. He's been able to make it where if you don't have that much experience, you still have the opportunity to come out and learn how to play. Or if you're seasoned and have been in other types of tournaments and have played tournament and competitive golf, you have the competition there to play against, which is great. I love that it's co-ed. Everybody gets to play together because there's some awesome girl golfers that we've been able to play with. And I love that there's the different age groups. So like Isaiah's 9 and he's now going to be able to compete with up to the 11-year-olds. And I think that just helps the younger kids with their game.
We have the Junior Tour powered by Under Armour Worlds coming up in July. How are you guys prepping for that?
I think it's
One
a lot
shot
of
at a time.
One shot at a time, yeah. I think it's a lot of mental prep for those. Yeah. For the larger tournaments, it's a lot of mental prep, followed by physical prep, and then I would say swing prep.
How do you get mentally ready for a tournament?
I just take deep breaths and just think about my mental. I can't be like in the past or the future.
Stay in the moment.
Yeah.
Taking one shot at a time, not getting frustrated as kids do if they hit a bad shot. Making sure that we're staying focused on, that shot, being in the moment, being present, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future.
Luckily, we've got Under Armour Summer Nationals coming up as well. So we're going to have great opportunities to put all of everything that Jeremiah just talked about into action and to practice that so we're prepared for the Worlds.
They seem to have a lot of fun together.
The little one always wants to follow the big one. So Isaiah, as the younger brother who looks up to his older brother, I would say he wants to be closer to Josiah's score. Now that he's going into the 9 to 11 age group, he wants to be right where Josiah is. And I think, again, it's part of a learning experience, which is a great education for him, is that there's incremental growth. You'll get there. It might not be today, but with practice and time, and as you get taller, same with Josiah, you'll get there.
It's very hard to compete with an 11 and 12-year-old. So he's tough on himself, and he wants to win badly, but he wants to win against somebody that's 11 and 12. He's really pushing hard, he really is. And the rivalry between the two of them, really not a lot. Like, they are best friends. Like, you cannot separate the two of them. They're always together. They're always loving on each other.